Okay, well, welcome to my Arduino tutorial here. And my first one here is going to be what is an Arduino? And as you can see here, I've got a couple different Arduinos. I've got the Arduino Uno and the Arduino Micro. They come in several different types, and I'll discuss that a little bit later here. But to kind of sum up what is an Arduino is pretty much just a computing platform. There's a microcontroller on here and all the supporting ICs and components or elements to support this microcontroller. You can see the microcontroller here, and on this one the microcontroller is right there. So they're pretty much just basic computing platforms. Nothing like the laptops that you have or anything along those lines. They're meant for prototyping and for different type of hobbyists and artists to use to go ahead and put in inputs and outputs into the headers here using different electronic components to go ahead and build a system of any type that you're looking to. These are good for if you have an invention that you're looking to prototype a little bit, or other things that just require some sort of logic-based computing. And these are going to perform basic logic-based computing, but you'd be surprised at what you can do with some of these. So it's kind of a combination of two different things. You have the board here, and I will show you here in a second. You're going to have a platform or a computer programming platform, a development platform for the programming that you're going to put on this microcontroller, so it knows how to handle the logic-based decisions that you're giving it. You know, the information you're giving it through the inputs and outputs here along the sides. So with the combination of the two, you have the Arduino. You have the hardware, the software, and then you've got the components that you add in onto this. So, and this also has some data storage, so you've got the data too. It's very limited data storage, usually storage for the program that you're going to be running, or the software behind it, and the bootloader. You've also got temporary memory that is active as long as the Arduino is on. And then you also have memory that you can store a very minimal amount of information on, so that if the Arduino lost power, it would be able to understand those variables that you stored in that type of memory. You have the software memory, you've got the temporary memory for the variables and other information, the catches and stuff like that. And you've also got the memory that you can store variables in, and it will maintain that even if the Arduino loses power. So, and the development platform is actually based off of, I believe it's processing, if I'm right. No, it's not processing. I'll have to look that one up here in a second, and I'll when I get to the development side, I'll go ahead and do that for you. It's pretty much an easier to use programming language than C++. So, what does it do? Well, the Arduino is, when you've got the boards right here, it's got this microcontroller which makes logic-based decisions. When you plug in different like switches, sensors, other ICs, or integrated circuits, other microcontrollers, your computer even can communicate through the USB, or you also have some serial communication through this, and other types of various communication protocols that you can use within this board. But it pretty much is what it does is it gives you the option to hook any type of sensor or switch or any type of component up to this, and then make logic-based decisions based on the information going in. And based on those logic-based decisions, you can do an output to other sensors, other lights, other microcontrollers. and it's used basically for artists, hobbyists, inventors, anybody, amateurs who are just getting interested into the electronics field. It gives them the ability to, prototype their ideas, to try things out and see what happens. This is very robust in the fact that there's a lot of things that you can do to this, and you can make a lot of mistakes, and you're not going to hurt this because it's designed for people who might make simple mistakes. Might do a dead short or different things that even professionals come across. When they're building new circuits, that sometimes they just don't see something. This is a great building platform because it offers a lot of protection to prevent you from frying all the components on this board. And even if you've got it hooked up with a serial communication, the USB communication to your computer, it's not going to fry your computer either. So it's pretty much what it does. I mean, you hook in the different inputs and outputs various different ways. You can hook in digital inputs and outputs, analog inputs and outputs, and it does the analog through pulse width modulation, which is just pretty much pulsing an on and off signal at a different. I'd have to go into that in more detail in a different tutorial, but that's pretty much what it does. I mean, it's a development platform that you can make mistakes on, you can learn from, and you can go ahead and just try any idea that comes to your mind when it comes to electronics. So, what kinds are there? Okay, so here you can see that I've got an Arduino Uno and an Arduino Micro. I'll go ahead and take you on the internet here in a little bit, and we'll go over to the Arduino site where they show the different ones that they have among this. There are several different boards that you can actually add to these. There's several different form factors that they come in with different options, and less inputs and outputs, or more inputs and outputs, just depending on what kind of project you're doing as to how many inputs and outputs you need, what kind of inputs and outputs you need, what kind of microcontroller it's using. And Arduino is not the only one to make these development boards. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of companies like SparkFun and Adafruit that actually have their own development platforms that are based off of this. I mean, this is open source, so you can go in there, you can find out everything that it's using to support this microcontroller, and you can build your own to use the exact microcontroller that you want, the components that you want. You can change a lot of different things on here to meet your needs, and that's what I love about open source, because they give you all the information so you can go and build it on your own. You can find something you want to do. So later on, after you get to a point where you understand what's going on here, you can go ahead and build your own, or you can use this to, prototype your idea. If it works, then develop your own circuit to handle the microcontroller within your own circuit. So there's just all sorts of different types of microcontrollers out there, and these development boards like the Arduino. You can find them a lot of different places, and like I said, I'll show you all the ones that are on the Arduino website, and maybe I'll go ahead and jump over on a couple other websites and show you if I can or not. Where can you get them? You can actually buy them from Arduino.cc. There's other companies out there like SparkFun, Adafruit. I got these from Radio Shack. They, the ones that come from Arduino, and I mean, these are sold at Radio Shack in this box from Arduino. They don't come with your cords. So I actually had to buy these from Radio Shack too. I probably could have got a little cheaper deal because these were about 13 bucks for the cord. But just make sure you get the right cord for the USB type that it is. This one is for this one. I bought this because it's going to be built into something, so I wanted the extra cord for it. The micro here, just got this cord for it. And also, good idea to have a breadboard for the micro, just because it does have the, it fits pretty good into a breadboard there. When I'm just developing, I use this cord from SparkFun. It's called the cord octopus, I think. I can't remember what they called it, but it's literally, got almost every type of USB, mail header there that you'd want. And then the one that obviously goes into your USB port on the computer. So that's kind of my introduction to Arduinos. Hopefully you like it, and you're looking forward to more of them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next one, but maybe I'll get into a little bit about shields and just some of the accessories that you can get, or different components that you can add into to an Arduino. We'll see what we're going to do here. But there's your first introduction to an Arduino and what they actually are. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. And any questions or comments, I'll be happy to answer them and respond. Just tell me what you think and what you're looking forward to in learning from Arduino.